Hey guys, just coming at you with the overhead view. Today we're asking what have they realized about you and the connection. Now, the first deck is the Pearls of Wisdom Tarot and that bejeweled peacock feather. The second deck is the Muse Tarot and that beautiful antique brooch. And the third is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot and that vintage brooch there with the flowers. All right, so do your thing, pick your pile, and I'm going to be back with your reading. I'm going to show you the boxes as well because some people like to see the boxes. Okay, see you in a bit. Royal family, welcome to our channel. I am the pick a card Empress, and today we're asking what have they realized. Okay, so we have three piles today. The first pile is the Pearls of Wisdom Tarot. Okay, and this is the first edition, so it is a very beautiful, lovely vintage deck, and it corresponds with this bejeweled peacock feather. The second pile is the Muse Tarot with this antique brooch. And the third pile is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot with this vintage flower brooch. Okay, so do your thing, pick your pile, and I'm coming back with your reading. Hey pile 1, if you chose the Pearls of Wisdom Tarot and the bejeweled peacock leaf, this is going to be your reading. All right, before we get into things about what have they realized, let's get a significator for your person's energy towards you. Let's get a significator for your person's energy towards you this time. All right, we have illness. We have malady. All right, illness. Okay, this person loves sick. 24 reduced to 6, which is the lovers. Okay, now they might be self-medicating at this time. Some of them might be tempted to go back into addictions because I feel like this person have, what we call in Trinidad and Tobago tabanca. And it's a kind of a love sick that can send you mad, can really impact upon your mental health. Okay, now your person could definitely be physically sick, but I feel this speaks to, it looks like depression. All right, let's have a look. So that's the underlying energy. All right, we have summer. Okay, so, and this is a card number 13 about transformation. So it looks like your situation is about to, or they are thinking about rather, some kind of transformation in the summertime. Now, I am doing this reading in spring. So we're talking about, let us say, 2 to 3 months from now. Okay, your person is planning for a new beginning because this looks like the Ace of Pentacles card from oh gosh, what's the name of that? I'm staring at it right now. The Psychic Tower of the Heart. That's what it looks like. It looks like the Ace of Pentacles from that particular deck. So your person is planning some kind of new beginning for you guys in the summertime. And this is not any kind of 5D energetic new beginning. This is something grounded. They want to start like a new family tree with you. They're trying to rejuvenate their family line. Okay, they want to bring in like fresh blood. Right? Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. So summertime, they're planning some sort of new beginning. Maybe that's what they've realized, that it's been new all along. Now, this is also a 4-4 card because 30 reduces to 4, which also talks about stability. Okay? All right, and 4 is also about the Emperor standing in your power, making shit happen. All right, let's see what have they realized about you and the connection. One second. All right. Yeah. So this is the Eight of Pentacles. Did I just shuffle that deck again? Oh no, what's underneath there? I'm like, oh my god, a little confused there. The Eight of Pentacles. This is them working hard on their craft, working hard on themselves. I feel like they might even have a creative project as well that they might be working on, but I feel like this is someone spending a lot of time alone. Okay, they realize that they have a lot of stuff to do, to get themselves together. All right, so I feel like spend a lot of time alone and really focusing on their own light, their own awakening, their own healing. We have this healing rainbow that's coming in here through the window. Okay, all right, so what have they realized about you and the connection? We have, oh good god, sorry, we have the Hanged Man. Maybe you slip through their fingers, I don't know. We have the Lovers. All right, so we have that Lovers theme coming through again. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords, right? And that's a card of depression, it's a card of fears, a card of paranoia. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. All right. So what have they realized about you and the connection? What have they realized? They realize that they've been wasting time. Okay. They've been here in hangman's mode like for forever, right? Not doing anything. And maybe they needed that time, but there's also an element of procrastination here. And I'm really getting that because it's right next to this Nine of Swords card. So now that they realize that they've been wasting time and basically delaying making some kind of important decision in their life, and I feel like that's important decision is about you. Now for some of you there is a third party here, okay, and they basically were giving their power away to that situation, and as I said, just procrastinating on making a choice for love, making a choice for themselves, their own wants, their own needs. Okay, I don't know if it would magically, they thought it would magically work out on its own, whatever. I don't know what this person was thinking, but they weren't doing anything. Even here in the Hangman, hands behind their back, not doing shit, right? I can't do shit. That's the thing. I can't do shit. Okay? But now they're realizing that if they want something, they got to go get it. They got to go get it. They're also realizing as well that they've been holding themselves back in this connection. Look at where that pentacle is. Right over the heart. Right? Right? They realize that they haven't been given equally to this connection. That you have been doing all the work. Okay? They have not even been showing you how they truly feel about you. So that's what they realize. Right? Whilst they were there, trying to hold on to their comfort zone, because there are Four of Pentacles that this person's standing on here, and Four of Pentacles is a comfort zone. Whilst they've been, holding on for a comfort zone, juggling two situations, okay, not making a choice, being indecisive, there's this banquet in the back there that's been waiting for your person, and it looks like a table spread by their ancestors, waiting for your person to make a choice. And look, you're there. You're right in the back in the hammock, like, come on already. Okay, I'm ready. Table is spread. Come eat. Right? They've just been there, just procrastinating. And maybe even at some point, they may have even turned their back on you and this connection. I'm seeing as well, like right here, there's like a busted piece of rope. It's like they were kind of tied up. So for some of you, your person might have been like spiritually tied up or bound to a particular thing or a particular person. Okay. But this is them like breaking the chains, of that situation, to really embrace love and embrace their heart. Now, they are worried. They are worried that by the time they get themselves together, you might be booed up, right? You might be booed up. That's what they're thinking, right? So they're thinking about the worst case scenario. For some of them, I feel like they're having dreams about you getting married to somebody else. I don't know why I'm getting that. Or you being wined and dined by somebody else, and somebody that has more wisdom, because I see not a lot of pearls in this pic, who has more wisdom, and maybe more money than they do. Yeah, they feel like you might be getting ready to commit yourself to somebody else, and that if they don't take action, they realize that they're gonna lose you completely, because it looks like right now you are choosing yourself. They realize that you don't need them. You don't need them. You don't need them for your happiness. You don't need them for wealth. You don't need them for success. You don't need them for recognition. You don't need them for healing. You don't need them for anything. All you've ever wanted was an equal exchange of love, and that's what they realize also. They also realize that in order to take up this contract that they have with you, okay, they too have to be in this position, meaning they have to be self-sufficient, not codependent on anything or anyone, in order to be with you, because you are self-contained, self-sustaining. You have your own stuff going on, and the only way that a partner would survive with you is if they're the same. Right? They have to be self-sustaining also, so that you guys can meet together, like, toe to toe, on equal footing. And maybe that's why they're working so hard on themselves as well, because they're at the 8 of Pentacles, but they want to get here. They want to get to the 9 of Pentacles. So they're trying to get in a place or a space where they're able to give as equally as you do in this connection. And for some of them, it means then that they have to get single as well, because the 9 of Pentacles is a card of being single. Yeah, they realize that they took a long time to come to this place of stepping into their power and making a choice for love. It took a very long time. What's the most important message or most important thing that Spirit wants you to know about this connection right now? What's the most important message that Spirit wants you to know about this connection right now? We have the 6 of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Tower. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Alright. Now Spirit is saying that this wheel about to turn in both of you guys' favor. Okay? There's going to be a fresh start. a rewrite, a jump starting of this connection. And it's going to come after a massive tower moment in your person's life. And maybe a massive tower moment. And I saw 1444 on the timeline when I said that, right? A massive tower moment. It could be in both your lives. It could even be in this connection. But what that tower moment is going to allow for, it's going to allow for that same fresh start that we saw. So I would expect this tower moment will happen maybe within the next 3 months. Okay? It will happen within the next 3 months. But Spirit's saying you can rest easy. Victory is assured. But what Spirit wants you to do right now is to take things slow with this person. Now, this is the Page of Pentacles. Now, it is the card of fresh starts, but it is also the card of friendship. Okay? So Spirit is saying right now, this is what you need to focus on with your person. Cultivating that friendship. Cultivating that like platonic intimacy with your person. Because they're saying this is what is really going to ensure that you guys are standing on a solid foundation. Okay, so there's going to be some kind of breaking down of the old structure of your relationship, the breaking down of the old structure of your person's relationship, breaking down of their ego. And after that happens, there's going to be a fresh start, and that is happening within 3 months time. All right, what does your person want you to know right now? Let me use this deck. What does your person want you to know at this time? I want you to be happy. So this is somebody that cares for you, and cares for you deeply, unconditionally, because above it all, they just want your happiness, even if your happiness may not even be with them. Okay, so this is true, unselfish, unconditional love that you are getting from your person. All right, what does your person want you to know? I often think of our last intimate times together. Now, intimate could definitely be sexual, but it could be a moment in time when both of you guys trusted each other enough to be vulnerable. Just one moment and they felt like some kind of heart connect, right? Because they showed me 2 hearts fusing. There was some sort of heart connect. They felt, and maybe it might have been the closest you've ever felt to this person. They let you know that they felt it too. That moment, they revisit it over and over and over again, and they get the same charge that they got that particular day, that particular night. Okay. All right, we have be kind to yourself. Okay, I think that this person also sees within you there are times when you are not kind. You might even be harsh with yourself. You might judge your decisions really harshly. You might have a lot of negative self-talk, maybe have a negative self-image, negative body perception, something like that, right? They're asking you to be kind to yourself, because when they think about you, it is only with these soft, tender emotions. And they think that you are just an amazing person. They just wish that you would extend some of that kindness that you extend to other people. They just wish that you would extend it to yourself. What else do they want you to know? Seeing you triggers past pain within me. So I think that you trigger maybe a lot of childhood wounding and maybe a lot of relationship wounding, right, from the past relationships. But I also think that when they look at you, they also realize that they've not treated you kindly in the past. Okay. It brings up a lot of the times when they felt short of operating within integrity and within unconditional love, right? So they too, they judge themselves. They're telling you that you judge yourself you judge yourself harshly, but they also judge themselves harshly with regard to their past relationships and the way that they treated you in the past. And we have let's talk. So this person, I think they're going to be coming forward to have some kind of deep conversation here. We have let's talk. Maybe they have a lot of things to tell you. Maybe it's about their feelings. Maybe it's about their life. Maybe it's about the projects that they're working on. But this person, I think, maybe just wants to hear your voice. Right? Maybe just wants to hear your voice. Because they don't, I keep getting it, because they show me electricity. They don't get that charge with anyone else. That's what I get. All right, so let me get some advice for you in this connection. Now, in the extended, what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at their current mind space and heart space where you are concerned at this time. I'm going to look at their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. And I'm also going to do a clearing for your connection. I'll pull up my little book of charts there and give you guys a nice clearing. Since it's springtime, right? Let me give you a spring cleaning of your connection, okay? All right, my loves. Okay, so we have here Queen Mother Nanny Liberation. I feel like I'm kind of freeing yourself to be you, freeing yourself to be your authentic self, putting your authentic self out there, because this also inspires your person. All right, what is this? We have Matt, right? Giving and receiving, and this is what this person wants to do in this connection. They realize that I think that they were the overtaker. Why am I saying the overtaker? Yes, the overtaker, right? Not the undertaker, the overtaker. Right? In this connection. And maybe if they were in another connection, they might have been the overgiver. Right? So now what this person wants is a connection that is about balance. Right? It is about balance. Okay, I thought it was going in alphabetical order, but it does not. So let me look for Matt and card, page number 20, card number 10. Okay, so we have the endings and beginnings, and then we also have awakenings and the High Priestess. All right, so page 20, and we have Matt, Goddess of giving and receiving, and she's a Justice card as well, right? She's Justice. Goddess Matt represents alignment, truth, and balance. Her name means order, divine order, right? As her father, Egyptian god Ra, rose out of the chaos and put her in charge of divine justice. Right, so I feel like divine order. What am I saying? Design. Maybe it's going to go according to divine design right now. But I think the divine order is being established. Okay, in this connection. So this is divine plan taking over. It says here, reset your harmonic balance. You are out of alignment. And when I said harmonic balance, for some of you, you might need some kind of hormonal reset. You need to really check your I don't know why my throat is acting up when I touch this card as well. Maybe there's some truth that you have to speak as well, because my art is also air energy, right? This is Libra. All right, so maybe there's some truth you need to speak as well. Anyways, but some of you guys, it might be some kind of hormonal imbalance that might be affecting you at this time. And one of the easiest ways to really rectify that is through your diet, what you're eating, okay? And of course, if you consult your physician, which you should, I'm sure there's medications as well that they can give you, or you can consult your herbalist There are also natural ways to really balance your hormones, but I feel for some of you, there's a balance of hormones that has to happen here, or it might be balancing of your masculine and feminine energies, and it's manifesting as your hormones. Okay? Reset your harmonic balance. You are out of alignment. The sacred scales command you to give and receive. If you receive without giving, you are selfish and out of alignment. And if you give without receiving, you are stuck in martyrdom and out of alignment. And it says here, giving and receiving is spiritual law and spell work. Give time, money, service, resources, and good vibes. If you are a generous giver, cultivate a practice of receiving. Receiving is a sacred feminine principle that makes many uncomfortable. Receive compliments, joy, support, pleasure, friendship, money, and love. They are all the same to spirit. And the declaration here is, I give easily and freely, and I receive freely and easily. And remember, in order for that to happen, masculine and feminine energies must be in alignment, because to give, it is the masculine principle. To receive, it is yin. It is the feminine principle. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It may be some kind of energetic misalignment that's happening, or some kind of energetic imbalance that's happening between your yin and yang energies, and it might be manifesting as something hormonal. Okay, because I really get that hormonal message with this particular card. Anyways, guys, thank you for everything. If you're able to join me, we're going to go into the extended. We will do that clearing. We'll look at their thoughts and feelings. We'll look at their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. Otherwise, I just want to thank you for your likes, shares, the little emojis in the comments. You can put the date and the pile that you chose as well, just in case this comes back around. You know which pile you watched already, and maybe you can choose another pile, or you might need a repeat of the same message, right? All these little things help our channel grow and expand, and I just want to thank you guys for that. Take care. Good job. Bye. Hey, pile 2, if you chose the antique brooch and the Muse Tarot, this is going to be a reading. And I don't know if you know how special this brooch is, because I did thank the person on my other channel, and her mom passed the same year as my dad, just a few months afterwards. My dad passed in March of 2021, and her mom passed in July of 2021. So it's 2021. Interesting year for both of us, I guess. So she was finally clearing out her mom's stuff this year, and she came upon this brooch, and she's not really into brooches, and she wanted to find someone who would treasure her mother's brooch. And she thought of me, and I was like so blown away, right? I mean, we converse, as a soul sister that I met on YouTube, but it is just mind-blowing that someone would entrust me with something so, when I say someone, maybe someone, right? Something so very precious to them. So I'm just in awe of that, and I decided, let me use it for this reading, right? So I'm gonna put it right here, and it's just gorgeous. I love it so much. All right, so guys, let us go into this. Now, before we get into what have they realized, let's get a significator for your person's energy towards you at this time. And this is the Eye of the Lotus Oracle. And we have mort, death. Okay. Interesting. It's a pomegranate. Okay. Pomegranate. We have the resurrection of the Christ there on the cross. We also have, pomegranates connected to Persephone, right? And she spent 6 months in hell and 6 months in heaven, right? 6 with Hades and then 6 with her mother. Your person is going through a massive transformation. And I think right now they're doing Dark Night of the Soul, because that's when they really kind of travel into all kinds of different sort of realms, right? That's what I'm getting. For some of you, now Persephone is the maiden, the archetype of maiden, and that is connected to Virgo. So for some of you, you're either a Virgo or your person is a Virgo. They feel like they're running out of time, and they feel like they have to play catch up to get their stuff together, because you might be slipping through their fingers. But this is awakening energy. This is transformation energy. This is someone standing in their power. This is someone who has learned their spiritual lessons. This is someone who's been receptive to the universe. This is someone who's realizing that they have been chosen for a particular purpose. So this is transformation energy here, and more transformation energy with this lotus. Okay, and we have wisdom. And again, Virgo, it's a card number 9, which is a hermit. And hermit is the epitome of wisdom in the tarot, especially your inner wisdom, going on that inner journey. So your person going through an awakening, a big awakening right now. They're all in their emotions, they're all in their feels. And it looks like they're on some kind of shamanic journey, right? Rising out of the ashes or rising out of the mud, because that's what the lotus does. To come out here and explode in all their glory. Absolutely triumphant. And pink for me is always a symbol of healing. And of course, the crown chakra. So this is really beautiful energy here. And it's interesting. We have 3 flowers here. And also in the brooch. So 3 pink flowers there. And we have 3 pink flowers here as well. So there could be third party energy connected to your connection. There is that. But, this is the energy of transformation. Okay? All right. Let us see what they have realized about you and the connection. This is the Muse Tarot by Chrisan, the original publication. It's so beautiful. Such a lovely heavy stock. And we have another lotus here actually, but it is in reverse, and this is the Lovers in reverse. When we have the Lovers in reverse, it is about a choice having been made. So there's a choice before and a choice having been made. Now the original Lovers card had a man standing between 2 women, his mother and his wife. So it's a very tough choice. So for your person, it looks like it was a very tough choice. It's between you, and it definitely could be somebody else. We had all these 3s, but it could also be between you and maybe a career path, maybe their ambitions, maybe family members, maybe an energy that they didn't want to let go of. Okay, but it looks like they have made a choice for love. What have they realized about this connection? What have they realized? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and that's a card of codependency. What have they realized about you and this connection? The Hangman in reverse. They realize they have to get a move on, or they might lose you. Now the Hangman did come out in, I think, Power 1, but was in the upright. Let's see. We have the Star in reverse. Oh my. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you gotta watch Power 1 as well. And we have the 9. Yeah, definitely 9 of Pentacles. And we have the 5 of Wands. All right. This person had lost all hope of coming towards you, of having you in their life. That's what I'm getting. Like they had lost all hope. Okay. And I don't know what happened between you guys recently. Because they thought they lost this. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse right next to this star in reverse card. So they had lost all hope in this connection. This person thought that this connection was done for. Remember we had a death in the bottom, on the bottom? They thought that this connection was done for. But something gave your person hope recently. Spirit, what gave their person hope recently? I'll pull a card from here. What gave your person hope recently? They saw some kind of effort on your part. I don't know, maybe you reciprocated in some sort of way. Maybe they felt your energy and you were sending them love and healing. What maybe they felt you like reaching out to them, maybe energetically even. And this is what has inspired them to make the effort. They thought you were gone. They thought you were gone. But now they're inspired to fight for you and to fight for this connection. We have the Hangman in reverse. And when the Hangman is in reverse, this is someone, they're being inspired to action. I think we're also dealing with someone who was stubborn. Okay, they didn't want to heal, they didn't want to change, didn't want to do any kind of shadow work, didn't want to look deep within. They just want to stay in their comfort zone with their little codependencies and just be happy. But somehow they've gotten this revival. This is what it feels like, a revival that has them very much inspired to move towards you and like to take hold of some new beginning with both hands. It's like they can feel this new beginning. And if you notice, there's an Ace of Wands in her hands as well. So this new beginning is coming from their action. They are manifesting this. They're the ones making the effort to ground this right now. So what they realize, unless they take action, they're going to lose you. What have they realized about you and this connection? Well, you're happy, you're fancy free. You don't really need them. But I think they realize that you still love them. They also realize as well that there was a lot of interference in this connection. Either you allowed people to interfere or they allowed people to interfere, have their input in this connection. And this really sabotaged the connection. So they're realizing that they have to keep their own counsel where this connection is concerned. Right? They have to strike out on their own. And all decisions that they make, it must come from the heart. This card is also like the Empress card. So I think this person's realized that, you know what, you are the one that they're meant to like build their life with. You are their companion, you are their counterpart. And they also realize that they sabotaged this connection because they didn't feel worthy. They didn't feel good enough. They didn't feel good enough. They always felt like they were in your shadow. But I feel like that's a projection of the wounding that they have, maybe with siblings or even with their parents. It's like they were never really allowed to shine. What is the most important message that Spirit wants you to know about this connection at this time? What's the most important message that Spirit wants you to know about this connection? We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this person loves you. They do. We have the Sun. Beautiful. We have the Empress. And we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. What does Spirit want you to know? That your person has chosen you. You are everything to this person. You know, you are the sunshine in their life. They feel like very connected to you, especially like in their sacral chakra and in their root chakra. They feel very connected to you. There's something about you that makes them feel like they can do anything. It's like you're just so uplifting, empowering. You've always encouraged them in the pursuit of their dreams. And they really appreciate that, because that kind of love and support they didn't have as a child, especially from their mother. You are the Queen of Cups. You are the Empress to this person. And they just think, they feel like they can spend a whole lifetime and just don't know, and still don't know the totality of you or who you are. They see your love as just boundless, okay? Free flowing, unconditional. That's how they see you. And they see that you shine so bright. Like everybody that you come into contact with is blessed by your aura, by your presence. There's nobody else like you. They love you. And they've already chosen you. So if you've been worried about this connection, Spirit is saying this person has already chosen you. We got the Ace of Pentacles here, and we have the Ace of Pentacles here again. So this person is actively manifesting a new beginning with you. Because sacral chakra is also manifestation energy. And then that mixed with root chakra is about grounding. So they are manifesting a grounded new beginning with you. They have chosen you. So there's no need to worry. All you have to do is keep plugging in to the power of the heart space. Now, it's so interesting that this Empress card, I think this is a deck where there's two Empress cards, right? So, but this Empress card is numbered number 2, when number 2 should be the High Priestess. So not only are you the Empress, but you're also the High Priestess, and they love that. And, you know, in a world that seems so disconnected from self, from universe, from divine, you are like the embodiment of divine, embodiment of the divine feminine especially. What does your person want you to know right now? Let's get some 3D messages from your person. What does your person want you to know right now? One second, guys. Hey guys, I initially paused this reading because at that time my mom had come to visit, and This reading was basically in abeyance for about 3 days. Because one, my mom comes, she's kind of high maintenance emotionally. That's one. And then the day after she came was my eye surgery, so I did that. And then I had my post-op appointments and all that kind of stuff. So from the time I started this reading to at this point where I'm about to continue, it was about 3 days. So maybe three is significant. And then I also lit this candle to clear. It's the 7 African Powers candle to clear, because I felt like in the first part of the reading that went before, like I really struggled to get the messages across. It was like wading through mud. It was just very, very thick. The energy was very, very thick, very, very heavy. And the fact that we were interrupted by my mom, oh, and I didn't even see my clear quartz came right out here, right? We were interrupted by my mom. I felt like maybe family or a mother energy, whether it's mother of their children or their own mother, or the energy of the relationship with your person's mother, maybe playing a role in what is happening in your connection, and any kind of stalling that may have occurred, any kind of stagnation that may have occurred. I'm getting that's what it is, because everything that happens in a reading is part of a reading. And even now as I'm just talking to you, another interruption with my alarm going off and that kind of thing. So I feel like a lot of interference here in this connection. So in the extended, I am going to do a clearing for your connection, and I'm going to look at your person's thoughts and their feelings for you, what's going to be their next actions. But I'm going to look at the clearing, and I'm going to be really interested in what comes up to be cleared for this particular pile, seeing that there were so many different interruptions and like a long pause. Okay, are we going to get mother energy coming through? Are we going to get some kind of negative entities or energies here? Because it was like we're wading through mud, trying to get your message across. Okay, all right. Let us. We stopped where. What do they want you to know right now? Let's go into that. What do they want you to know right now? And this is the divine love messages, and underneath the deck, I know we are soulmates. So if you were wondering if your person knows that you guys are soulmates or twin flames, or if they are as into you as you are into them, because you are into them because you're watching this reading, right? Or else why would you waste your time, energy, and bandwidth, right? So they are just as into you as you are to them. They know. Okay, there's a knowing within their soul, a conscious knowing. What do they want you to know? Look inside yourself. So I think they're on like the hermit's journey right now. We got it in the very beginning, and we're ending it right now. We're ending with it right now. Look inside yourself. Okay, so they are going deep within to really figure out, why do they navigate the world the way they do. They want to figure out, what part have they played in this connection not coming to fruition like it should have, and as soon as it should have. Okay, so your person really asking some really critical questions at this time. What else do they want you to know? We have, I'm sending you signs. So this person may be unable to physically reach out for whatever reason. Maybe there's another situation or something like that. There could be some kind of energetic interference, but they are always sending you signs through the universe, maybe on their social media page. Maybe they're trying to communicate to you through their profile pics. Maybe they're being monitored or something like that, but they are trying to communicate with you to let you know how they feel and what's happening with them right now, your heart will heal. Okay, so it's basically they're saying it's like an intention. They're setting an intention that they are going to be coming back around again, and together you guys will heal each other's hearts. But I feel like right now your person is caught up, and they show me a web. They're caught up in some kind of web. It could be a web of lies. Okay, there could be a web of lies, or it could be some kind of energetic net that they're caught in right now. Because even now I have difficulty communicating. It's just all very strange. You know what? Let me just finish this up, and let me clear you and your person's throat chakra. Okay. I need space right now. So your person taking space, to really figure themselves out and to figure out what is there Mercury retrograde, something, what is going on, and figure out what is their next move. All right. Let's get the advice for you, and then I will give you guys a clearing for the throat chakra. I'll do more clearing in the extended, but I feel like you guys need a throat chakra clearing right now. There's something happening there. We have Nunde, and it is truth. And look, she's looking at the mirror image of herself in the water. So it's like, look at your person. You're going to see yourself reflected, and you're going to get your own truths. It's also about the balance of masculine and feminine energy within ourselves as well, because it's a card number 34, the vibration of the Emperor and the Empress. All right, what do we have here? Yes, Siggy, you all have to really excuse me with these pronunciations. Yes, Siggy, live out loud. So Spirit saying there's a time to be bold. And maybe that's why I have to give you that clearing of the throat chakra. Because throat chakra is all about our expression, not just our verbal expression, but our authentic self, how we project our authentic self out to the world. And Spirit saying now it's time to just get out there. Be weird, be unique, be you. Have the courage to live your life. Have the courage to express yourself. Have the courage to put yourself out there, whether through your clothes, your art, the way you speak, songs you sing, how you communicate, right? Spirit saying now it's time for that. It's not time to be small. It's not time to play it small. All right, yes, Siggy 34. Am I saying my God, I said 34, it's 31. Bloody hell. My eyes are still adjusting, guys. My eyes are still adjusting. Okay. It says, Yesi is the reputation of has the reputation of being a free-spirited party goddess. All right. For the Dogon people of Mali, she was the very first Yesigi. The Yesigi woman empowered to participate in the masculine principle. Is that what I'm saying there? Oh, guys, my eyes are still adjusting. I'm sorry. To participate in the masked dances. Okay, so they're allowed to wear a mask. Express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and magic. Express your uniqueness. And then it says, the way you express yourself makes everyone around you, makes everyone, good Lord, guys, makes everyone happy that's close to you. Guys, I can't read the rest of my eyes. It's still inflamed. All right. Anyway, it's time to live out loud. Guys, I'm sorry about this part because it's just thick. The energy is just thick. I was like, you can't see clearly, so we're just gonna clear. So I'm gonna ask Spirit, and if you want to accept this clearing, please say yes now. I'm gonna ask Spirit to clear any kind of fog that's preventing you or your counterpart from seeing the light, from seeing the way forward. We bind anyone that is trying to interfere in this connection. Okay, we bind them with the power of light. We encircle them in a light crystal, and we set the intention that they are not allowed to practice their spiritual gifts against you or anyone that you love, or against your person or anyone that they love. We also clear viewers and their person's throat chakra. We clear any kind of blockage that might be in the throat chakra right now. Any impediment that might be in the throat chakra, whether from it is external or whether it is internal, self-imposed, we clear. And if there's any agreement or contract that is binding the throat chakra at this time, we render it null and void in all directions of time and in all dimensions. And so it is. I'm going to do some more clearing in the extended because this reading was really thick. I really struggled to get the messages across. Okay, so let's see exactly what's there. Guys, thank you for putting up with me. By next 2 weeks, my eyes should be completely healed, so I'll actually be able to read the inscriptions. All right, but take care. Much love. Bye. Hey, Pal 3, if you chose the Chakra Wisdom Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Okay, so you chose this vintage brooch here. Beautiful. All right, now before we get into what have they realized about you and this connection, let us get a significator for their energy towards you. So this is the Eye of the Lotus Oracle deck. And it says woman. Okay, so we're talking about the feminine. This is a card number 2, which is the High Priestess, right? And the High Priestess is the embodiment of the feminine principle in the tarot, because the High Priestess is all about being receptive. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't even talk, right? But what she does is receives messages from the divine, receives energy. That's all she does. Receives. The Empress, whilst the Empress embodies divine feminine energy, she also receives, and then when she receives, she also multiplies. She creates. Okay? The High Priestess doesn't do that. She just receives. Okay? So this is someone being receptive to spirit, receptive to love, receptive to divine. Okay? That's the underlying energy. Now there might be another feminine energy in this connection, or this person might be thinking about you a lot. Let's have a look. So you could be the underlying energy, yeah. Oh my gosh. Slip through your fingers, huh? We have friendship. All right, so it looks like this person's been thinking about you a lot. We have card number 12, which is the Hangman. And you know, he thinks until he reaches some kind of solution, some sort of enlightenment. So this person has been thinking a lot about you. So that's why you're the underlying energy. Beautiful. A lot about you. And what they're thinking is right now, the path forward. Let's say that. The path forward in this connection is through friendship. I think we got that message. I think probably on my other channel, maybe. It is through friendship, okay? It is through extending a hand of friendship. Now, if you notice in the background, there's a lot of orange, which is sacral chakra. So there's still a lot of fire in this connection. I don't think this person is denying that. But whatever your situation is right now, the path forward is through building a sense of trust and intimacy through friendship. So there's an undercurrent of, sexuality, wanting to create with each other, wanting to collaborate, maybe on a deeper level. But your person thinks right now the best solution is extending a hand of friendship. They might want to make peace as well. There might be that's going on, but they think something platonic might be the solution at this point in this journey. All right, what have they realized about you in this connection? What have they realized? We have the Eight of Pentacles, that they want to work on this. They want to work on this connection. They want to build this connection. They want to invest their energy, their time, their blood, sweat, and tears in this connection. I feel maybe before your person was confused, okay? And they might have been confused because there might have been other people interfering in this connection. But now they know this is it. This is what I want to work on, okay? This is what I want to help grow, and this is what I want to invest in. All right. I think they also realize as well that they have to work on themselves. There's some work that's needed there as well. All right, we have Judgment in reverse. What have they realized? Moon in reverse. Wow, so a lot of water signs. Well, I always say, pile 3 is a Scorpio pile. It could be any water sign, really. 9 of Cups in reverse. All the cards, all the cards are not in reverse. Okay. 5 of Swords. The one card that's upright so far. What have they realized? Knight of Cups. And 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel a lot of self-punishment in this deck, and your person really treating themselves harshly. I feel like they've just had some massive epiphanies about their behavior, about this connection, and how they may have treated you in the past. This person judged you. Okay. First of all, they sabotage this connection. All right. That's the first message that's quite clear. Okay. They sabotage this connection. Sorry about that, guys. And that alarm was for me to put, I just had eye surgery. So that alarm was for me to put the first set of drops in my eyes, right? So it looks like your person has has had a dose of reality where they're seeing things clearly. Maybe really for the first time. And what they're seeing clearly is that they sabotage this connection. I think this person misjudged you, or maybe they judged you very harshly, right? So we're talking about someone very judgmental. They saw things in black and white. There was either right or wrong, good or evil, right? There's no appreciation of duality, okay? And as far as this person saw, their beliefs, their ideologies, their way of life was right. And because your way of life, your ideologies, your belief was different, clearly you were wrong, right? So this person really misjudged you. And because they misjudged you, they discounted you as a partner. Maybe you were just meant for fun and games as far as they were concerned. Meant for fun and games. Okay, but they couldn't see you as being a life partner, because in their upbringing, the persons or the relationships that last, they were taught, are those relationships where people share similar backgrounds, similar thought processes, similar ideologies, especially when it came to spirituality, religion, that kind of thing. Okay, so because that you guys were different, they couldn't see how you guys would then complement each other. They thought that because you guys had different ideologies and so on, you guys would clash all the time. And maybe you guys did clash in the past, because maybe neither of you, or maybe just them, wasn't able to see the bigger picture, and see how you guys could complement and thus expand each other's worldview. But this is something that they realize now. They didn't appreciate you. The other thing that they have realized is that they weren't listening to their intuition in the past. Even as I read for you guys right now, there's a level of disconnect that I feel. I feel kind of, as soon as I touch this part, like floaty, like this person kind of disconnected from themselves, disconnected from their heart space, disconnected from divine spirit energy. And it's like they're now making a reconnect. And as the more they reconnect, is the clearer they see things. So in the past, this person wasn't listening to their gut instincts. I think this person knew immediately that you were valuable, that you were someone important in their life, but they couldn't see how the divine would send them someone so vastly different from them and who they were accustomed to, different from their family, different from their past experiences, as their life partner. So like, you were just not on the list. Okay, you didn't live up to the expectations of what they thought a life partner should look like, think like, feel, be. So because your energy wasn't familiar, this person kind of left you out of the race. But all this energy, they're realizing, just came from a level of self-hate that they had for themselves. We have here the Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Nine of Cups is the things that we do where we don't love ourselves. We sabotage our path. Okay, we compromise our principles, compromise our vision. We don't have healthy boundaries. We're searching for external validation. So what people think about us and our partner, because our partner, as far as they're concerned, is an extension of themselves, is incredibly important. So your person thought that people would judge them because they might judge you. Because you're not the type that gives a fuck about what other people think. But to this person, what other people think is almost paramount. So they thought that they would judge you, whoever people are, would judge you, and then in turn, judge them. So they're just seeing all the different ways that they didn't reciprocate in this connection. Look, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? And the Six of Pentacles is a card of karma, but it's also a card of an imbalance between the giving and receiving in a connection or in a situation, right? In order for things to be sustained, there must be a giving, there must be a receiving, giving, receiving. There must be an equal exchange of energies, whether it's finances, it's love, whatever it is. Okay? Nothing can be sustained by someone that's giving, because then you get depleted. And then nothing can be sustained by receiving, because all you're doing is just basically kind of constipating yourself. Okay? You're blocking either way, you're blocking the flow of abundance, you're blocking the flow of energy. Okay? And that's what they realized. They did not reciprocate. They were just receiving like some kind of energy vampire, and you were just gradually becoming depleted. It's like you're basically like toting this relationship on your back. All the labor, all the emotional labor was you. The sustainability of this connection relied upon you. The moment you weren't giving, fell apart. And nothing can be sustained by that. there must always be that equal energetic exchange. What have they realized? They're in love with you. Look at you. They're in love with you. You are their truth. And it's interesting that the cup's energy is depicted as blue in this card. You know, cups are usually symbol of water, and people usually see water as green, you know, especially in other decks. But this is in blue, so this is their truth. You are part of their truth, and part of that truth is that they love you. And this is something that they are accepting and something that they're trying to integrate into their life. Now, when we get to the point of, because we get knowing, right? We know what to do, right? We know what our truth is. And then we get to the part where we're integrating. And that's before the embodiment, right? We're integrating that truth. And when we integrate that truth, it means that we're taking action for this truth to become part of ourselves before we embody it effortlessly. Okay? So this person, it looks like they realize that they have to take action on their feelings. And they realize that if they don't take action on their feelings, they are going to lose you. So that's what they realize so far. You know, when they met you, their judgment was completely off because they were focusing on wrong things. They weren't focusing on what can make them happy. They weren't focusing on, you know, who am I, that kind of, you know. They were just focusing on how do I remain within a particular circle, or how do I remain within other people's esteem. You know, how can I remain the good guy, good girl, good them, right? So I get that validation and approval from others. That's the only thing that they were focusing on. They weren't focusing on anything else. And we just didn't fit them all. What is the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know about this person and this connection right now? We have the Four of Swords in reverse. They got more healing to do. They can be hurt and wounded right now, actually. We have the Six of Wands. Okay, they're trying to explain why your person acted the way they did. We have the Empress. And it came out sideways, so we're going to put the Page of Wands there. All right. What does Spirit want you to know? What is the most important thing that they think that you need to know right now? Well, one, they want you to know why your person acted the way they did, but it's very much like I said before. Your person was in their pride and ego because they were wounded. And they were basically trying to protect themselves. And this is a wounding from childhood. Okay? Now, for me, the Page of Wands in reverse is a child who has been abused, whether physically, whether through neglect, or whether through some sort of sexual assault. So we're talking about pretty heavy stuff. Okay? And they just didn't want to get hurt by you, just like they were hurt by their mother who was supposed to protect them. Look at here, it's the Empress, right? So there's something about you that reminds them of their mom, which both magnetizes them but also repels them, because it looks like there's some kind of a love-hate relationship that they have with the mother energy in their life, whether that mother has passed or is currently in this lifetime. So this is something that they need to resolve before they come to peace or come to terms with their feelings for you. This is some kind of healing that needs to take place because this mother wound is wide open. The other thing that Spirit wants you to know is your person, when they come back in, they're going to keep it light, because it looks like they're going to focus on friendship. So they're going to keep it light. They might be a bit flirtatious or something like that, but that is not the depth of the feelings that they have for you. They see you as the Empress, right? You are the epitome of feminine energy, whether you are male or female in body. You are the epitome of feminine energy, nurturing, loving, receptive, giving. You're the complete balance of giving and receiving. Because as I said, as the Empress receives, she gives, and that's as she gives, she creates. All right. So they see you as having everything. Having everything. And how does a person who feels so wounded by life, so wounded by love, find enough within themselves to give to this Empress, right? So there is a lot of self-worth, self-esteem work that your person has to do before they feel like they are worthy of your love. Because this person does not feel worthy of their love. As far as they're concerned, their mother could not love and support them. So why you, a perfect stranger, would be able to love and support them? Their mother may have abandoned them. So why wouldn't you abandon them? So there's a lot of healing that needs to be done around the mother wound before this person can feel worthy of being loved by you. Okay? Alright, let's get some 3D messages from your person. What does your person want you to know right now? Now, in the extended, I'm going to go deeper into their thoughts and feelings about you, their headspace, and their heart space with regard to this connection. I'm going to look at what's going to be their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. And I'm going to do a clearing for your connection. I'll be interested to see what pops up, if that mother wound comes through, again, or if it's something different that Spirit wants us to clear. Okay, so let's get some messages from your person right now. All right. Fear held me back. I told you, they were afraid. And I think most of all, they were afraid of being judged. I do think there are other things in there, afraid of being abandoned, rejected, that kind of thing. But I do think it's a fear of being judged or not being accepted by others. So fear held them back. So the underlying energy is fear. It is okay to move on. So this person knows, listen, you are the Empress, you have some goals, you have got aspirations, and they just want your happiness right now. They are acknowledging, they fucked up. They fucked up and they don't see why you should pay for that, right? So they're saying it's okay for you to move on if that's what you truly want to do, all right? They just want you to be happy. I miss you, right? So they think about you a lot, and they miss the lovely energy that you exuded. It's like talking to you was like being like wrapped up in a blanket of love, and they miss that. I think they took it for granted when they had it, but now that you are appreciating that whole giving and receiving concept, giving and receiving imbalance concept, you're not giving yourself away like before. You see, I told you, this person just wants you to be happy. So whether that is with them or with somebody else, they would understand. And quite frankly, this person doubts their ability to add to your happiness at this point, because this person sees themselves as a fuck up. It's like everything that is good in their life, they sabotage it. And this is a pattern that they're recognizing now. What else do they want you to know? I know we are soulmates, right? So they know that you're the one, right? This is not what's holding them back. It's them realizing that they don't love themselves. and they're going to keep sabotaging opportunities, whether with this connection or other persons, once they don't heal that. Okay? All right. So let me get some advice from Spirit for you. This is the African Goddess Rising Oracle. Okay, we have the Seven Sisters, and it talks about creativity, and that's what I was telling you about the Empress, right? She receives and she multiplies, she creates, and I think that's what Spirit wants you to focus on right now. Creating. Maybe some of you guys are meant to create a child, I don't know, but for a lot of you it would be some sort of project that you're meant to birth. All right, so let's have a look. We have sukunya, and that's scarcity. Now, in my country, the sukunya is basically an energy vampire, and the sukunya can either be male or female, and what they do is in the night they shed their skin and turn into a ball of fire, and they go to different people's houses and basically suck their blood, right? And then when it's about to become day, they go back into their home, put on their skin, and nobody is the wiser. So because they don't have their own life force energy, their life's blood, they take it from others. So this is something that this person could have been doing. All right, so card number 21, and that is the World. So it looks like there's an end of a period of scarcity in your life that they may want to talk about. All right, I have to hold all the way out there, guys. I had eye surgery, so now I can see things all the way out there. Right? But right up close, it's difficult. All right, so I might need new reading glasses. So my eyesight is perfect now in terms of there, but up here, no. All right, so let's have a look. It says the shadow of scarcity, Trinidad diaspora, which is where I am from. Okay, and it's the element of air. Scarcity by day, beauty by day, and hack by night. The sukunya is, oh my god, I have to put it all the way out there. And the sukunya is an energy vampire, also called in the diaspora as old hig or buhag. Okay, whether energy or blood, or blood, for vampires, there's never enough to go around. You have so much more than you realize. You have access to unlimited love, good times, pleasure, and prosperity. Be grateful for your riches. Okay, so they're saying, stop going to the ocean and asking for a thimbleful of water. It doesn't feel like it when you're desperate, but scarcity and lack is an illusion. All right, so right now you may think that you're lacking certain things in your life. You might think that you lack the love of a romantic partner. You may think that you lack finances. You may think that you lack support from the universe or from 3D persons, but Spirit is saying this is far from the truth. You have an overabundance of everything that you could ever want in this life. All you have to do is recognize it. Be grateful for whatever you have, and then Spirit is going to pour even more upon you. Okay? You have more power. You have more support than you realize. All you have to do is ask Spirit for it. Or ask Spirit to give you that discernment, recognition, to recognize the abundance that's already existent in your life. Okay? All right, my love, so that was your reading. In the extended, as I said, I will go into the heart space, the head space where you're concerned. I will look at the next energies towards you, and then we're going to do a clearing for this connection. Okay, so I'll pull up my charts and see what spirit wants us to clear at this time. Okay, my love, take care.